so great to be reading with Robert and Graham tonight and be warming Rachel's new home and see all of you.
Oh, yeah, woo!
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a piece. I've got a couple short pieces that sort of bookend a longer piece. It's okay.
Better now than we just started reading.
That's true.
Yeah.
We can just wait. Everybody take a little break. Okay, so this piece is called Fire in the Ruins. In the darkness, we become a temporary jungle caravan, one light wavering near another toward the edge of the cliff. Years ago, landslides cascaded million-dollar homes into the sound. Tonight, there are ruins. Slabs of concrete, unearthing vegetation reclaiming its ground. We scramble toward each other, mud and hands and knees. Blackberry brambles pluck our clothes. The moon pushes itself through young trees. Then a clearing, and water spreads out 300 feet below. We arrive. In moments, we are firelight ghost stories. Our voices slide into the sound, mixed with the hum of freighters on the water. This next piece is called The Ultimate Mixtape, and it has a little epigraph in the beginning. Launched in 1977, both Voyager spacecrafts contain a golden record of us. And if you don't know about the golden records, I suggest you look them up because they're really fascinating. And this is part of what's on them. Thunder and whales singing, pictures of plants, a Beethoven symphony, the rhythm of Chuck Berry, geometry and the double helix, chemical compositions, children saying hello in 59 languages, the sound of a kiss, a mother's first words to her baby, and a recording of the nervous system of a woman. At Bellevue Hospital in New York City, Anne Druyan, who helped to organize the music selections of the record, meditated, and the sounds of Anne's brain and body were recorded. What did her body say? This is part of the interstellar message we sent to the universe, what it means to be us on the inside. Jealousy, despair, rage, these things are us. Anxiety, spite, righteousness. 2 days prior to this recording, Anne had fallen in love. And while she meditated in New York, with machines recording her body sounds and brainwaves, she was thinking about love, our mixtape to the universe. In 2008, after taking close-up pictures of Jupiter and Saturn, Voyager and its golden record left our solar system. Foreign language. I tell them my name is Rina, which is not true. Most names are just sounds with lost meaning. My name is a description without translation. For the smooth tongues of Spanish, my name is a stone, a guttural "er" in front, followed up with a diminutive "e" at the end, something to choke on. We are hunting for cheese in Cuba. Eugene, Eugenio here, and I. Tied to our American diet, we skip avocados the size of melons and mangoes for pennies. We walk block after block in the Cuban heat. A trickle of Spanish flows between Eugene and our guide, in between my ears and out again. My words sound like a march, demanding. Their words a ballet, but at home here, comfortable. Our destination is close. The chance for cheese gone, we ask about eggs. We are told, perhaps tomorrow there will be eggs for sale. We all shake hands, journey complete. Rina, do you dance? Our guide asks. I am an excellent dancer. This next piece is a cut-up of Moby Dick, and if some of you aren't familiar with what a cut-up is, I basically took Melville's language and made my own piece out of it. I read Moby Dick last spring, and I was so captivated by the language. I couldn't bear to pass with it, to part with it for very long, so I had to read it again and make my own piece. So this piece is called The Whale, from the words of Moby Dick, and it has some smaller parts inside of it. This first part is called Loomings. Whenever it is a damp, drizzly November in my soul, I quietly take to the ship. I leave a white and turbid wake, pale waters, paler cheeks. The envious billows sidelong swell to whelm my track. Let them. The warm waves blush like wine. The diver's sun, slow dived from noon, goes down. My soul mounts up. But my whole clock's run down. My heart, the all-controlling weight I have no key to lift again. This is my substitute for the pistol and ball, or methodically kicking people's hats off. Almost all men cherish, very nearly, the same feelings towards the ocean with me. Tied to counters, nailed to benches, clenched to desks. But look! Posted like silent sentinels, men fixed in ocean reveries. Tell me, does the magnetic virtue in the compasses of all those ships attract them thither? Already we are boldly launched. The classification of the constituents of a chaos, nothing less is here essayed. Often one hears of writers that rise and swell. How then with me, writing of this Leviathan? It seems you had best not be too fastidious in your curiosity touching this Leviathan, the microcephalus of the long words. Other Leviathans may be hopefully pursued, yet such an apparition as the sperm whale was not for mortal man. The fossil whale. To produce a mighty book, you must choose a mighty theme, the weightiest words of the dictionary. Give me a condor's quill. Give me Vesuvius's crater for an inkstand. No great and enduring volume can ever be written on the flea. Pliny tells us of whales that embraced acres of living bulk. Will any whalemen believe these stories? No. If ever I go where Pliny is, I, a whaleman, more than he was, will make bold to tell him so. Merry Christmas. It was a short, cold Christmas. At last the anchor was up. Spite of this frigid winter night, my wet feet, wetter jacket, there was yet, it then seemed to me, many a pleasant pet haven in store. A screaming gull flew overhead. We gave 3 heavy-hearted cheers and blindly plunged like fate into the lone Atlantic. The Masthead. The hated whale has the round, watery world to swim in as the small goldfish has its glassy globe. Let me frankly admit that I kept but sorry guard. With the problem of the universe revolving in me, how could I? Beware of any lad with lean brow and hollow eye. They have left their opera glasses at home. Your whales must be seen before they can be killed. There she blows! The pensive air was transparently pure and soft with a woman's look, and the robust, man-like sea heaved. The sun seemed giving this gentle air a tremulous motion at the girdling of the horizon, a soft and tremulous motion. There she blows! A gigantic sperm whale lay rolling in the water, a capsized hull of a frigate, his broad, glossy back of an Ethiopian hue, tranquilly spouting his vapory jet like a portly burgher smoking his pipe of a warm afternoon. Already the boats there, stand by, stand by. All the boats were dropped, all the boat sails set, all the paddles plying like noiseless nautilus shells, their light prows sped through the sea. A gentle joyousness, a mighty mildness of repose invested the gliding whale. Not the white bull Jupiter, not Jove, not that great majesty did surpass the whale as he so divinely swam. Only slowly they neared the foe. The ocean grew still more smooth. Reality outran apprehension. The harpoon was hurled. The boat flew through the water like a shark, all fins. Does the whale diminish? Will he perish? The accounts of the whale immortal in his species. He once swam the seas before the continents broke water, over the Tuileries, and Windsor Castle and the Kremlin. If ever the world is to be flooded again, the eternal whale will still survive, and rearing upon the topmost crest of the equatorial flood, spout his frothed defiance to the skies. Epilogue. We are all killers, on land and on sea, Bonapartes and sharks included. piece is called On the Edge of Open Water. I'm afraid of not really letting you know how much the mud flats remind me of space. This lighthouse is not just for boats, and these pieces of glass rolled smooth are only representations, a whole remainder like sand. I'm afraid when I describe the view from here, seabirds and the blue grotto, a different shoreline, foreign cliffs and all, you'll see my memory as fiction or worse. When I move on to sandy, crescent-stretched miles of loneliness, island peaks, what then? But the first time, exposed perpendicular to a sunset, kites like totally new anchors, and just the whole of it never blew so deep there, right there. And this is my last piece, and it's called For the Morning. Venus lingers as the morning star, crows yell at each other, a light rain falls, the trees brighten. There is no morning like each morning, there is no brilliance like each sun is every sun, somehow different today. I don't know any prayers, so I bow. I bow with my belly, dip my heart, hands palm to palm, toes touch the ground, shoulders to sky, bending, bending. Thank you.